Hi, it's Simracer Salonen here from Finland. I've been driving now for about 2 years on Assetto Corsa. My favorite car is Ferrari F2004, and one of my favorite tracks is Spa. On this video I will show you how you can improve your driving and your lap times at Spa with this car. In the end of this video you will find the setup for this car, for this track. I will start by showing you my lap. It's not the fastest one I've done, but it's still pretty good. After the lap I will go a bit deeper into the driving. Where are the braking points and the tips that you need to improve your driving on this track. I hope you find this video helpful and you improve your driving by watching it. Here you can see my pedal inputs, so you can see how much brake I use and when I start to brake and when I release the brake. And you also see how I use the accelerator. Okay, so let's go through this lap. So here you want to go as much right as possible to get a good exit to carry as much speed on the main straight as you can. Braking point for turn 1 is 100 meter marker on your left. So when you cross that marker you go on full brakes. Here it's very easy to lock up the brake, so you need to find the spot when you release the brakes. And here a little bit trail braking to enter the turn 1. And here don't go to the left side curve because that will slow you down. Next part is the favorite part of the track, Radillon. This is flat out. You need to go it through with a very smooth steering input. And then we are coming on the Camel Straight. Here you should reach 348 km per hour. Next section is called Les Combes. My braking point here is a little bit after the 100 meter marker on your left side. Here your left tires are on the white line. Quick drop on the third gear. Here you can slightly touch the curb, but don't go over it because most definitely you will spin. In the next two corners you control the car with the accelerator. Here you can slightly touch the curb and go as far left as you can, but don't hit the curb because that will spin you. And here I don't go to full throttle until the car is straight. So now 4th gear, 5th gear, and quick braking, and go to 2nd gear. I go here with 1st gear and then quickly change to the 2nd to rotate the car. Here you want to make sure your car is in a straight line before you hit the accelerator and full gas. And then to a 3rd gear, little touch on the curb, off the accelerator and smoothly back on the accelerator here. Here you need to make sure your car is in a straight line before you hit full gas. Most definitely you will spin because the green area of the track is very slippery if you don't have a straight line. Kuno's version of the track limits is not too strict here, so you can go over the white line with all your tires without getting a penalty or getting your time cancelled. So this is really the fastest line you can take here. The next turn is Pohon. Here you want to go as far right as possible on the curb here. Slight lift from the accelerator and back full gas. Seventh gear. And here the braking point is pretty much where the curb starts. Then drop to the 4th gear, and when you start closing the curb, drop to the 3rd gear to rotate the car even more here. Here on the left turn you want to come very close on the curb, but when you touch it, it's very easy to spin your car. Same thing with the exit curb, and you want to make sure you are in a perfectly lined here on the exit, and you can go over the white line here too. So now when you're coming to the next turn, you will drop on the 3rd gear, slightly touch the left side curb here. So here we see I'm making a mistake. I was too early on the brake, so I hit the inside curb that I shouldn't. So I lost a little bit speed there. So on this exit you can also go over the white lines with all 4 wheels without getting any penalties. And that basically is the fastest line here, but be very careful on the green area with the throttle and lining the car because it's very slippery. In this next turn you need to be very smooth with your steering input because it's very easy to spin the car here. And if you touch the inside curb, that will be the result. And now we are heading to the last chicane, which is called the bus stop. It's very hard to find a good braking marker here. Best braking point is pretty much in the middle of 150 and 100 meter marker. And here you need a good trail braking to nail the first corner. Here you want to go as close as you can to the sausage curb, but very carefully not to hit it because it will ruin your corner. And same here. And then have a smooth exit without going over the curb. So there's the lap. Okay, so before we go into the setup, I want to talk a little bit about the weather and how it affects on your lap times. Here you can see that the air temperature and asphalt temperatures is set to 10 Celsius. And with the lower temperature you get more power from the engine, so the acceleration is better and the top speed is also better. And you can run soft tires without overheating them. And the second thing that affects your lap times, especially at Spa when you have very long straights, is the wind. If you want to maximize your top speed at Spa, you want to set the wind direction to east and set it on max.